that triggered him.
What did you just say to me?
You heard me.
You better leave while you can still walk.
Davis told me. It wasn't your fault. You were only trying to do right by your platoon.
Ow.
Get out! Get out!
I'm not going anywhere.
I said get out! God damn it! My orders were to fall back, but I just couldn't leave them. I told my men we were gonna hold this pass until reinforcements got here, but they never came. They never came. So I guess you're right. I did get my men killed. Now go.
Not without my platoon.
You think you got some guts, don't you? Try getting the job done day in and day out while your men are dying all around you.
Turner would have never given up like this.
Turner is dead.
Then make that mean something! No sacrifice too great!
You don't know anything about sacrifice!
How about this? Honorable discharge papers signed by Davis. My ticket home. I could have had everything. A hero's welcome, my girl in my arms, hell, even a Bronze Star. But I got one last mission.
You must be crazy.
Crazy ain't the half of it.
All right, fall in.
Sergeant?
I said fall in, goddammit.
Okay, I have to say this is a little bit melodramatic for my taste.
I guess the gang's all here.
But, you know.
Not all of us. Let's take that bridge and find our boy.
Yes, Corporal.
If Zussman's alive, he's across that bridge. We just gotta take it first.
All right, there she is, the last bridge over the Rhine.
We get this convoy across, we're in the heartland. We'll bust them open.
Look, it's all or nothing. It's all been leading to this.
Hold tight! All right, Normandy, come on! We gotta secure the bridge entrance!
Yes, Sergeant. Come on.
Hey, don't make me regret giving you a second chance.
You know I won't. Let's move.
Alright, here we go. Final mission.
Convoy will provide cover while we push to the bridge. Let's move!
Let's go! Move to the bridge! Don't stop!
Stop! Keep pushing forward!
Routes in the open!
What the hell? Sometimes I die, I don't even know what hit me. Shrek here. Ow! God damn. Okay. Wow. Stay with the tank, apparently. Or don't. Oh my god. I had full HP. I don't know. Again! Okay, something's shooting it. Like somebody has a Shrek or something shooting at me. Might have been that dude. Oh my goodness.
Grenade!
Let's make him run a little bit. Uh-oh.
Lighten up!
Daniels, Aiello, secure the upper floor.
Upper floor? Got it.
Let's go!
Nothing here.
Lob it a grenade!
Get down.
Floor, Fritz.
Daniels, secure the enemy now.
We're all clear! Daniels, grenades and smokes! Hesbier!
Squad, on me.
Hesbier!
Heading onto the bridge.
Kann meine Beine nicht bewegen. Amerikaner, ich flehe euch an. Kann meine Beine nicht...
I didn't even hit him, and it would still do it. It's weird.
Krauts are gonna blow the bridge. We gotta stop them. Stiles, what do you got?
They're rolling out everything. Just buy some time. We'll handle the charges.
All right, I'll lead the way while Daniels and Stiles cover the engineers. Ready? Come on, let's go.
You two, defuse the charges below the main structure.
Krauts are falling back. Stay low and keep sharp.
This is bound to go wrong.
Head on your shot.
I'll defuse this one. Grenade out!
Actually, throw me extra. I miss my Sussman with his metapacks.
They're falling back.
Is this thing gonna blow? Oh. Me and my big mouth.
Throw the grenade! I'll defuse this one. They're falling back.
Toss him here.
Damn big hell!
Oh, men were still on.
Incoming!
Get up! Keep moving! We still got a job to do!
Listen!
Stukas.
Lucas! We're trying to bomb the damn bridge! Whole squad! Move!
We gotta get off this thing! Hey! There's more targets!
Tell me the thing.
Target at smoke!
Danger close. Oh, not good. Yep, that grenade. What the fuck? Okay, from the tower, I saw that.
Grenade out!
It's gonna blow.
Tossing out a grenade!
Enemy will clean out the rest of the tower!
I need ammo.
Daniel, get up there now!
Uh-oh.
Grenade out! That's everyone!
Alright. Whew, boy. Restock again. There we go.
Those planes are gonna take out the bridge! We need to capture those AA guns!
You got it.
Daniels, Howard! On me! Move, now! Ground position spotted! Smoke is suppressing fire, now! Into those trenches! Move! We need to capture those AA guns!
I need health. Really bad. Leave. No shit. Oh my god, I can see shit. I'm just gonna cover my approach a little bit. heroic music chiming me on.
Daniel! Man that AA gun!
On it, sir.
Protect that bridge! Left!
Left. Oh, I see.
Direct hit! Got one! Keep firing! Got him! 1 o'clock! Got one! Keep firing! You've got this, Daniel! He's going down! Turn left! They've sighted you, Daniel! Keep on him! Nice, Daniel! 12 o'clock! He's going down! Turn left! Direct hit!
More. Gotta reload or something.
Our fly boys are here! They're gonna hit us with everything they got.
Not done yet! On me!
Hey! There's more targets from orders! Here you go!
Gonna need health again soon. Give me that targeting thing.
Smoke Aiello! Smoke grenade out!
Oh god.
Hey! There's more targets from orders!
He's targeting Smoke Aiello!
I've got one for you!
Tossing a smoke grenade!
Use the smoke to advance. Come on. Jesus.
Grenade!
They're backing into the tunnel! Move, move, move!
Enemy spotted! They're coming out!
Everyone stand down! Stand down!
They're surrendering!
It's over. It's over.
The bridge is ours. Corporal Howard. I believe I owe you an apology. You owe me a hell of a lot more than that. Come on through. Just made history, fellas. First across the ride. What you looking at, Fritz?
There are reports of POW camps in the area. Davis has ordered us to wait for authorization before conducting a sweep. But I guess you know what to do with Davis's orders.
Copy that, Sergeant.
All right.
Proud our platoon held the first bridgehead on the Rhine. Now our convoy's rolling into the heart of Germany. They say war's as good as won. Not to me. Not while Zuss is out there.
Epilogue.
After leaving the bridge on our mission east, we searched camps along the way. I thought I knew what cruelty was. I didn't know anything. But one thing's for certain. What I saw will stay with me forever. Survivors said that the other POWs, including Zussman, had been taken to a smaller camp 3 hours east. All I could do was hope he somehow made it.
Last one. Looks more like a labor camp. Come on.
I get the feeling it's deserted.
Right with you, Stiles.
They wanted to hide whatever happened here. These were our guys.
Take out your camera. The world's gotta know. They had them living worse than animals. From the looks of it, they were beaten, starved, and worked to the bone.
Over here.
The Nazis had murdered our boys in cold blood, and no fire in hell could burn away the stain.
I'm guessing they made an example out of them.
They'd slaughtered the weakest, anyone that was slowing them down.
Daniels, over here. Daniels, you gotta see this. Tracks lead to the fields. That's where they must have marched to.
And that's where we're going.
I wouldn't get your hopes up, Corporal.
I made a promise to Sussman.
We'll find him. I just can't guarantee we'll find him alive.
Sergeant, I'll take point. Zussman!
Red! Red, take the shot!
Everything's coming full circle. All I'd done, all I wish I'd done. It's like my whole life is leading to this moment.
We need to head home, baby brother.
Paul!
You died right there in the snow. All because I couldn't. Damn it. I'm coming, Zussman. You're not gonna die, brother. Not now. Not today.
Very very America-like.
Sussman! Sussman!
Yeah, of course I get to, like, save him and shit from, like, a German dude, and he represents the wolf, and he represents his little brother, and blah, blah, blah. Kind of cheesy, to be honest.
Red, take the shot! Take the shot!
Yeah. That's a bit of a cliche ending, to be honest.
Is it over? You must be dreaming.
What'd they do?
Thought you were left behind. And I'm gonna die alone out here.
Drink some. Easy now.
Okay, come on, let's get on here. Into the Jeep, come on. General.
You always looked out for me, Paul. And I reckon you did today. Because there's only one thing that keeps you going on that long march. And that's having your brothers beside you.
When history called, you answered. From all walks of life, you came to defend peace and freedom. I thank you, and the world thanks you. Wherever your path takes you, know this. You will always be amongst a brotherhood of heroes.
Well, this is it, fellas.
Zussman wanted you to have it.
And you'll need it more than me. You got a kiddo now.
Thanks for the vote of confidence.
Yeah, you'll be fine. Gentlemen. Queens! Your prodigal son returns!
You gonna be okay?
Gotta say bye to Zussman.
Sergeant.
Going home, Sergeant?
I am home. What about you? You gonna re-up?
I've been away from Texas for a long time.
You take care, farm boy.
I will. When my son asks what I did, I'll tell him I fought with the first. And that crazy bastard Pierson.
Crazy ain't the half of it.
So am I now supposed to like him? I still fucking hate him.
If you're ever in Chicago,
I'll get there.
oh yeah, maybe I'll surprise you in Longview first.
You're welcome anytime.
You know, when they captured us, it wasn't just our freedom that they took. Even though we were together, and we were alone, looking for any way to survive. But you could have gone home a hero. Why'd you come back?
I saw that life. Just couldn't live it. To the end.
To the end.
The dream was different last night. This time we made it home. Together. I can still hear the wolves, Paul. Sometimes I still see them coming. But you showed me how to fight them. So this belongs to you. Because the sacrifice you made taught me that a hero will risk it all to save his brother.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
And you'll always be both to me.
Alright, people, that was it. So, except for kind of losing me during the last, I don't know, 2 or 3 levels, and with a kind of cheesy cliche ending, I would say that I was actually very impressed with this game. Let me just start with the minor stuff. So one thing I didn't like is that, and it's gonna sound weird, but that not more people on my side died to make an impact. I think one thing that really made the bar real high for this game was me playing for the very first time Call of Duty 2 Big Red One. I think that might be actually the best World War II Call of Duty there is, just because of the sheer variety in environments, you know, the type of enemies you fight, the type of scenarios, and even though it all follows the Big Red One, you're just playing as an American, yet, you know, all of the different sites and things you do really, you know, sets the bar high, and you lose a lot of your men in that campaign, and it was more impactful than here. I mean, you know, you lost Turner, and you know, the way he died was also very cliche and American, like, oh, you know, leave me, I'll hold them off, and blah blah blah. You know, sometimes you just, I don't know, people don't die like that in real life. You know, they scream for their mother. You know, you want it like in Saving Private Ryan, where that medic is shot in the liver. You know, he cries for his mother as the other people cannot do anything, and you know, that's what war is, not this created image that they do where, you know, they save their brothers, etc., etc. So I would say that, you know, the very cliche and safe road it took in the last time, that would degrade, like, that would take a grade off. However, I was very well pleased with the story-driven nature of the game in itself. I thought Zussman was a good character. I thought Stiles was a good character. The other one, ILO, I wish he would have more of, like, screen presence, because I almost forgot that he was there. Pierson, again, I still hate the dude. I don't know if they thought they, like, redeemed him or something, but I don't think so. Turner, I thought, was good. And, you know, there was a good chemistry there. Again, I loved the tiny parts at the beginning of missions where you could actually walk around the camp, see all the American soldiers interact with each other. To my surprise, the you know, French resistance mission was a hell of a lot of fun. You know, I knew it was in this game, and I thought it was going to be so boring, but it was actually really cool walking around, kind of like Hitman style, you know, kind of having to remember the stuff in your documents and actually having them test you on it. So I thought that was very cool. The stealth sections were also kind of interesting, that it was actually stealth in an open environment. You know, there were car chases, there were stuff where you had to defend, you're doing the bombs. You know, it was a lot of variety. Not necessarily a lot of new stuff that we've never seen before in a Call of Duty game before, but it was actually, you know, it had context to it now. I was thinking about it. If it was this exact same campaign, but it was set in the future, you know, like Infinite Warfare or something else, some fictional war, I probably would have found it a very standard campaign. But because it was something we recognize, you know, the World War II setting, you know, we know it from Band of Brothers, Saving Private Ryan, other pop culture, and books. There's just literature in itself doesn't only need to be pop culture, but, you know, often the image we get from World War II is often, you know, directed from pop culture. You can see that exactly with Fury, how Fury, you know, undoubtedly influenced that tank battle you have here, where it ricochets off the tanks like that. I mean, think about it. Previous Call of Duties never had that. Even if you would have hit a tank from the front, it would just explode in one shell hit. So yeah, so this definitely is not the best Call of Duty in the series, especially because of the ending, how politically correct it wants to be, which is weird too, because in some ways it actually is really progressive in what it shows. You know, it shows war crimes. It also, you know, goes beyond that, where, you know, not every German is a Nazi. You know, the civilians dying there. So, you know, it takes a lot of chances. The camps, of course, in the end as well. So it takes a lot of chances there, and then yet it wants to stay safe. And yeah, I don't know. Again, I think Big Red One really kind of ruined it for them, and I really would love to see one of them, like a game like that again. I mean, you know, they were talking about Catherine Pass in that. That is a battle you do in Big Red One. You know, you start all the way in Africa, then, you know, you go to Sicily, and then you go to Normandy. You know, Normandy, the Normandy mission is like mission 8 or 9 or something. You know, it's really late in the game. Whereas this is, of course, the first one where the war has already been going on for like 5 years, so... Anyway, I don't know. It's okay. I would say that the biggest thing on the presentation is the sound design. I think sound in this game is not good. I think the explosions are very nicely done. Whenever there's an airstrike, artillery, that is very cool, very impactful. But the weapon sound, I think, is pretty bad. I mean, I re-watched it later, or replayed. I rewatched the Omaha Beach landing, and it's very underwhelming how they do that landing in terms of sound. That is, visually I think it's very impressive, but just sound wise, it doesn't do a whole lot. Like, in a way, you don't want too much drama in your World War II thing, you know? It's one of the reasons why I don't want, like, romantic storylines. And if there's, like, for example, some beef between officers, you need to do it like they do in Band of Brothers, where they had, of course, Lieutenant Dyke, who, you know, who's such an incompetent, you know, high-ranking officer. But they only use him for 1 or 2, I think it's only 1 episode. And they don't make it a whole soap opera around him. You know, the moment they realize he's incompetent in battle, Spears, you know, replaces him. Yeah. Ugh. It's definitely, again, it's a sledgehammer. It is definitely better than Ghosts. Dear God, do I hate that game. Alright, and that is it, people. Wow. Yeah. I thought this was also very cool. The hill, the death factory, very cool levels. Battle of the Bulge. It's just here, ambush, and this. It's here where the game lost me, which is a shame, because whenever a game loses you at the end, that's kind of like the aftertaste you're stuck with, you know. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this. I kind of tried to, of course, pump this Let's Play out very quickly as possible so that I can return to regular cinematics and other more high-profile Let's Plays and Battlefront reviews, etc., etc. But, of course, the new Battlefront is coming out in a few days as well, so hope you guys are excited for that. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.